Hello everyone. This is the day 2 of our CMDB class. In this day, I'm going to talk about that few important things. The first thing is the CI class manager. Then I'll talk about the principal class, paint class, configure managed by, create custom class. In our last session, I have talked about that what is the class. If you don't recall that, I'll just repeat one more time. Class is nothing but a type of CI. Let's say that hardware, software, server, these all are class, and these class are have a separate table. Now today we are going to focus on the CI class manager, because the CI class manager is a very important topic in our CMDB, and this CI class manager we are going to use in our further sessions also. Coming back to the class, as I said, that class is nothing but a table or the type of CI. Let's say that server is a class, software is a class, hardware is a class. Let me write down and show you that. Okay, so what is our parent table? We know that parent table is called CMDB underscore CI. So this is our parent table. Let's say that I got a CI that I can directly store into this CMDB underscore CI table. Now let's say that I got a server information, right? So I got a server information. So where I'll store that information, I'll store into the server table. So let's say that I got a CI information called server. So I'll store the server directly into the server table. Okay, so the server table is what? Server table is a child table of the CMDB CI. Although might be it's not a direct child table, but the server table will be the child table of the CMDB CI table. Let's assume that I got a server regarding the Linux server. So Linux information, Linux server, I got a something called Linux server, right? Or maybe I got a Windows server. Then in that case, I'll not store into the server table. I'll store that information to the specific table called Linux or Windows server. So whenever the information is coming or CI information is coming, if we are able to further classify into the Linux server or Windows server, then we'll store to the Linux or Windows server. If we are not able to further classify, then if we are able to identify this is a server, then we'll store into the server table. If we are not able to further classify it's a server or not, then we'll maybe put into the CMDB CI table. So whenever we are putting any information or whenever a CI information is coming, we'll try to classify where it should go. If we are able to find out, okay, this is a Linux information, we'll specifically put into the Linux server table. Now, this Linux, this Windows, this server or CMDB, these are the separate class. So these are we call the class. Class is what? The type of CI. And if I talk about in a technical language, what is the class? Class is nothing but a table. So CMDB CI is our parent table, the server is a child table, and then Linux server is the child table of the server table, right? So you can see, so class is nothing but a particular table, might be it inherit from the parent or something. So a CMDB CI is a class, the server is a class, then Windows server is a class. So let's go back to our CI class manager and further understand that. So if you go back to your ServiceNow instance and type call CI class manager, so under this configuration, you will be able to find out a module called CI class manager. Let's open this CI class manager and then further we discuss that. So once you open that, you can see this is the CI class manager. In this CI class manager, you have a called open hierarchy. If you click this open hierarchy, you can see that 2784, this is the data count or the data actually or the CI information stored into that table. Now, if I collapse that, you can see the configuration item is the parent table. As I said, the configuration or CMDB underscore CI is a parent table, right? And in this parent table, it have a lot of child tables. So these are the child table, okay? So let's find out that where is our server. So if I search call server here, you can directly search directly. So these are the class, server class, IP server, Java server, FTP server, these are the server. Let's open that specifically server. So if I open the server, in the bracket it show the 40, it means that 40 record is present under server table. Now, under this server, you can see the top is the configuration item and then here, this is the server. In between, it's not the direct inheritance between CMDB CI to the server. In between, there are few classes called hardware, computer. So CMDB CI, hardware, computer, then the server, okay? And then in the server, you can see you have the further child. So these are the child table of the server, like You can see the Linux server, you can see the Windows server, storage server. So these are the child table. So class is nothing but a specifically type of CI, or maybe you can say that a table that store the CI information. So this is a server that store a server information. It could have child table, and it will be inherit from that CMDB CI table, either directly or indirectly. As you can see, the hardware is directly inherit from the CMDB CI. Computer is inheriting from hardware and from the CMDB CI this way, right? So this is the server table, and in the bracket, the number or count it is showing. This is nothing but the how many records, informations, or how many CI are actually present to this table. So these have the 40 record. Okay. So I hope you understand that what is that class, what is that parent class, what is the child class, and then how we can find out where all these class are where we can find out all this class information. Now, if I click this, any of this specifically class, right? So I just click the server. You can see that your hierarchy also show on the top breadcrumbs called configuration item. Then it comes to the hardware. From there, it goes to the computer, and then it goes to the server. So it also show a hierarchy on your top breadcrumb also. You can click here again, and you can search again. But in the top, you can see all this hierarchy. Now, under this class, we have few tabs. One is called class information. So we'll talk about further discussion about class information. What is the class information? The class information tell you that what about this class. This is the server. What is the table name? The table name is called CMDB underscore CI underscore server. What is the description? Description say the base class for all type of server. So this is our all type of server. You can see. Okay. Now this is extensible. It means that further it can create more child table. So as you know that server table have what child table called Linux server, Windows server. So this table can be extensible. You can inherit this table. Okay. Then we have a principal class. What is the principal class? I'll come to a little bit later. We have a managed by group. We have a default product model, and then we have an icon. So in your data foundation exam, there might be a question, where can we find out this class icon? So to find out the class icon, you have to go to this class info, then basic info, then you can select the icon. Or there might be a question, where can you find out the principal class? So principal class can be find out under class information, then basic information, and then principal class. Similarly called managed by group or default product, where you can find out that question came up. Now this is your table name called CMDB underscore CI server, right? So if I open that CMDB underscore CI server into that left side and hit enter, all this list of server record you will be able to fetch or see under this table. Now, if I go back to the attribute tab, right? So if I click the attribute, you will be able to find out a lot of attribute here. Okay. Now, under the attribute tab, you can see the three tabs is there, all, derived, and added. So what is the derived and what is the added? Derived means that, as you know that the server is inheriting from computer, hardware, CMDB CI. So derived means that any attribute, I hope you know the attribute. If you have watched my previous video, attribute is nothing but it's a field called attested date, due in, owned by. These all are the field. Okay, so specifically field under CMDB CI, I mean server table. So these are the field. You can see computer, system, OS, version, description, manufacturer. These are what? These are our attribute. Now this attribute have a two section called derived and then added. What is the derived? Derived means that those attributes are inherited from the parent class. So we have a parent class called computer, hardware, configuration item. So those attributes or those fields are derived from your parent class like computer, hardware, or configuration item. Those will be under derived section. Under the added section, those class will be visible, which is specifically created under server table, which is not present under computer, hardware, or parent table called configuration item. So this field called used for classification, host name, disaster backup. This information are only added to our server table. No, this is not present under computer, hardware, or configuration item. Now, if I go to the further child table of our server called Linux server or Windows server, this field called firewall status used by this will be automatically show under derived section because this will be the parent class on that time. Okay, so this your data foundation question can come up like where can we find out this derived attribute, where can we find out called added attribute, what does it mean by derived, what does it mean by added attribute. So those things you should remember that. Okay, now if I see that as I said that time the 40 record are showing the list of record, 40 server information are showing, right? In this server, you can see the class, right? You can further classify. If I group by on the class table, you can see that some record under server, some record under Unix, some record under Linux, right? So server table is a parent table, and then further break it down like Unix server, Linux server, this way it is break it down. So server table is the parent table for Linux and Windows. So as you can see, these are the child class of the server table called AIX server, Linux server, Unix server, Windows server. These are the further breakdown. This way we have 40. Now, if I go back again, the basic information, we have few more information. Let's say that we have a pint class. If you click this pint here, this class will be pint. And what is benefit for that? If you go back to the hierarchy, there will be two tabs. This is the all tab, and here you can see all the pint class that you have pint that will be visible here. So any class which is you are frequently using, you need to be modified, you need to see that. All this you can do, like you can simply pint that class, and then you can further find out under pint class instead of doing that. Or if you want to be search, you can directly search here. Okay, so this way you can pin any particular classes. Now, what is the principal class? The principal class is nothing but if you are going to the CMDB CI table, instead of showing all that information there, whatever principal class you will be select, those principal class CI information will be visible here. I'll show you in a little bit later, but this is the purpose of the principal class. Okay, so principal class is nothing but under the specific table called incident problem change. If you want to be show only this server information or anything that is select as a principal class that you want to show that information, that you can show under principal class. So if I click here, hierarchy, total we have how many data? 2784 data is there, right? And then if I search called server, how many server information we have? If I search called server, right, we have 40 information. So let's assume that you want to be show only server information under incident class. You can then select that principal class. I'll show you that in a minute. So if I go back to that incident.form, open that. So this is our incident form. If I click this lookup here, you can see that 2738, almost the similar data we are expecting. 2738 data we are seeing here. So how many we have? 2784. Some are maybe retired, that's not showing, but almost same data we are seeing here, right? Because none of the class are so far set as a principal class. You can see that computer information, all this information, software information, everything is showing. So let's say that you don't want to show all the information. You want to show the specific class information, whatever is the principal class, those information you want to show. Then what you can do, you can select this server as a principal class and then save that. Now under the server, how many data we have? We have around 40. So we can just go back here again, click this here. So it will be exclude all these, and then only you can see the 19, because there might be some data which is written, as I said. All this server information are 19 data is showing right now. Now, if I go back any other table, let's say that if I go back here, let's say that I'll go to this database here, and then database also I'll set as a principal class. So now what will be happen? It will be show the only server and database information under this our incident form. So I just set that database also as a principal class. Now you go here, you click here. So now if I click here called configuration item under this lookup, you will be able to see all this server and then our database information here. So you can see these are the server information. We are seeing also database information. So whatever is the principal class, that all the principal class will be visible here. Okay. Now let's say that you want to know what all class are principal class. I don't know what all class are principal class. It is not possible for you to go and then check all this class here and then check where the principal class is set. You want to know what all class are principal class set. For that, what you can do, there is a table, specific table called CMDB class information. So there is a table called CMDB class underscore info table that store all this information. So if I click here all, and if I put like principal equal to true, you will be able to find out whatever principal class is true, that information will be visible here. So as I said, CMDB CI server and then database instance, these two tables we have set as a principal class true. So you can find out anything that are principal class true under this CMDB class information table. Now, the last question is that how we can create a custom class. To create a custom class, you have to go again CI class manager. Okay. And generally, ServiceNow suggests that do not create any custom class until unless it is needed by customer. Because if you create a custom class, it won't be have any governance rules. It might be have charges extra because of these custom classes. So ServiceNow recommended to check that first the store application if the class is available, and check that all this existing class if you can use that. Okay, so you can go to this hierarchy here. You can go to this server. Let's say that I want to create a, and also ServiceNow suggests that do not create any class standalone. Create that child class under CMDB CI table or the server table or specific. Maintain the hierarchy the way the ServiceNow is maintaining. So let's say that I want to create a class called my class under this my server under this server class. You can go to this server and then click that add child class here. And here you can define that class name. Let's say that my server. I just put that name. And you can see that it automatically came up call u underscore CMDB underscore CI underscore my server. So remember that whenever you are creating a custom class, the custom class backend name will be always start with u underscore CMDB underscore CI, not CMDB underscore CI. It will be start u underscore so that it denote that it's a custom class. Now you can select the icon. Let's say that I can select any icon. You can define the principal class. You can select the extensible if you want to extensible. I'm just selecting the principal class. I'll go to the next. Under the attribute section, I need to define that any attribute, like if I want to create any custom field. You can see under this all, you will be able to see all this class that's already under server class, because this is under child server table. So let's say that I'm going to say that I'm going to create a label called data, maybe. So you can see that that column name also started with u underscore data. Then if you want to set the identification rule, what is the identification rule? What is the reconciliation rule will come later. That's the reason I'm not going to these details. Then what is the suggested relationship? We'll talk that also. I'm not doing that, and I'll simply click done. So this way your class creation, the custom class creation will be done. So a new class will be created under server class called my server. So remember that whenever you are creating a class, always check that ServiceNow documentation, ServiceNow stored application, if that class is available, utilize that. Check that is that already exist into the system or not. In case these are not available, try to create a class under specific parent class. Like as I created under server, you can create it under CMDB CI or hardware, computer, or any of this. So always create under specific class.